And if you do, he's still actually agreeing that that's the gospel, that that's the Injil, because he don't have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, الذين يتبعون الرسول النبي الأمي الذي يجدونه مكتوبا عندهم في التوراة والإنجيل
Okay,
في
pause.
التوراة
See,
والإنجيل.
yeah,
Pause right there.
maktubin
So what,
indahu.
just a minute. Now this maktuban here, who wrote it?
Hold on, wait. So you
So
agree
it
that it
was written, right?
No. Who wrote it? This is what I'm asking.
Who?
They have a written Injil.
I'm asking who wrote what
maktubin
what
indahu. This is what you're begging the question, Muhammad.
No,
You're begging
listen.
the question. This is what we're asking you.
Just a moment.
Tell us.
Just a moment. Now, let's say, for example, what Muslims normally appeal to, the comforter, the verses that have to do with the comforter. Who wrote these verses?
Don't shift. We're talking about. I told you.
Here's the question,
Muhammad. Please.
Listen to me. I'm not denying.
No, listen. I'm not
denying.
We're giving you. No, we're giving you. No, listen, please. We're giving you that it's not our Injil. It's not our Bible. We're giving you that. We don't have to qualm over that. We're giving you that it's not our Bible. All we're asking you is who wrote this Injil that your Quran is speaking about.
Yeah, so I'm going to answer you. So when you're talking about this particular verse, again, if you recall what I was telling you, if you go to the Bible, I made it clear. I said you will find verses in the Bible that you will know that this is of divine origin, at least from an Islamic perspective as a Muslim. If I go to the Bible, I will find certain verses in the Bible which appeal to me, and I will accept that, oh, these verses, they are of divine origin. I am willing to accept.
Right. So is the Bible the Injil?
No, not entirely.
Okay, thank you. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the one where it is full intact. Who wrote that?
Exactly. So when you, and this is exactly why I'm asking you, who wrote what this verse is talking about? What 7:157 is talking about?
What do you mean who wrote it? This was revealed from Allah, wasn't it not?
No. I'm not talking of 7:1. I'm talking of what is claimed to have been written in the Torah and the Injil. Who wrote these things?
That's what I'm asking you. You're
not getting my question, or you don't want to?
Yeah, no, this is what I'm asking you. This is the exact same question that I'm asking you.
Exactly.
If the Injil was written, who wrote it? Who wrote about Muhammad in this Injil? Not the one that's in the Bible. I gave it.
Exactly.
It's not the Bible. Throw the Bible off the table. It's not the Bible. Who wrote this? Who wrote the one that 7157 is talking about? Who wrote that Injil?
Yeah, apparently witnesses who lived in the time of Jesus. Right?
Oh, okay. So who would have been closest to Jesus to know his message, like in and out?
It can be anyone. It can be anyone.
No, it can't be anyone, because anyone just don't know Jesus is because message.
This is not a problem. This is not a problem, actually. I am not denying. I'm not denying the fact that what is called as the four gospels, they are supposed to be eyewitnesses or ear witnesses of what happened in the life of Jesus. But now the issue is the preservation is one thing. The character of the authors is another thing. Did these authors wrote everything that is attributed to them? This is another thing. So
respectfully, we're not talking about preservation, Muhammad. We're talking about the authors who wrote it. Just identifying. We're just talking about identifying who wrote it. And you said it have to be someone that knew Jesus's message, correct?
Definitely, I'm telling you, people who lived with him.
Okay, so who lived with him? Who knew him enough to write this down? Okay, so who was his followers?
I don't know. There could be anyone.
Exactly, it could be anyone. So how do you know it wasn't Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John?
So, for example, if you go into the book, I think book of John.
I'm not
let's say
talking
there's
about
actually
contradictions. I'm not talking about discrepancies. I'm just talking about identifying the authors.
so
How do
yeah,
you know
identifying
that it
the
wasn't
problem.
Matthew,
The
Mark,
problem.
Luke, or John?
The problem is, do you accept that those four gospels were not written by Jesus?
Okay, see, now you're still trying to shift the burden of proof
You
upon
don't
me.
you don't you
When
don't
the
you don't
burden
want
of
to.
proof is
You,
upon you,
the,
Muhammad.
bu- the burden of proof is upon you to prove that
No, it's
everything.
not.
Forget
It's
about the
not.
Bible.
Because,
Throw the
hold
Bible
on.
out. Forget about the
Okay.
Bible. We're asking from your paradigm. How do you know who wrote the Injil that 7157 is talking about? We're agreeing with you for the sake of the
I
argument
don't
that we
I
don't have
don't
it.
need. I listen. I can simply tell you, you know what you have in there, at least what I accept to be Injil. It was written by Matthew, Luke, John, and Mark. I can easily say this, but I don't even. You're not getting my point. I don't even need to know. I don't even need to know.
We're not talking about if you need it. We're not
I
talking about
don't.
if you need it.
I,
Yes,
I don't know,
but in
because
fact,
because
but in fact,
I cannot even prove it, and neither can you prove it. This is the problem.
exactly. You can't prove it. So there's
No,
no
and
way
neither
you
can
can
you.
definitively sit up here and
So
say, hold on,
in the
Muhammad, I'm
same
gonna
way,
let you talk. I swear, give me 10 seconds. I'm gonna let you talk, brother. I swear. The reason why you can't definitively sit up here and say that it wasn't Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, because you yourself or no one in Islamic history can prove what the claim is that they're making. That's why you can't say it wasn't them, because you don't know and you can't prove who actually wrote it.
okay. So can I speak?
Yeah, I said I was gonna let you speak.
Okay. So again, this is not a problem. It's not a problem for me, because I don't view these books as authorities or authoritative. It is a problem for you, because you need to understand and accept the distinction. What was written by Jesus or was not written by Jesus, and what you present as something written by four people and which you yourself cannot prove. So I am being honest. Okay, fine. The Quran says, you can find the prophet written in what is left, or what is written of the Torah and the Gospels, or the Gospel. Now, when I go to check the Gospel, I see four Gospels. I don't see a single one. And these four Gospels, they are written by four people about the life, of Jesus, who taught a Gospel. Now, these four people, can you, as a Christian, can you actually prove that they wrote those books? Even Bible scholars have said, no, we cannot prove this, that entirely at least. Even if some were written, something was written by them, or they were written partly by them, you cannot prove that they were entirely, wholly, in a wholesome way, wholesale, they were actually written by these four people. You yourself cannot. And this is a problem for you. Why? Because these books are what you base your spirituality and your religion on. I don't base my religion on this, because this issue, of verifying the prophethood of the Prophet Muhammad by going to the Bible and say, oh, you know what? Let me see if something is written there. Now, the Bible for me serves as a historical document. That's all. Who wrote it? Who didn't? No, it's just an ancient writing. We know existed for like thousands of years, and it existed before Islam. Did Matthew, Luke, Mark, and John actually wrote this? I don't care, because it's just it could have been, some priest or some monk who actually wrote this thing. It doesn't really make a difference to me, because this issue of going to, I can even go to the Hindu scriptures. Muslims have actually made a case that you can actually find prophecies in the Hindu scriptures.
Muhammad,
Just,
Muhammad,
hold on, let
respectfully.
him finish.
do I
Let him
do
finish.
I
Let him finish.
does it actually make a difference who wrote the Hindu scriptures? It doesn't. So the issue is, if you're trying to use the Quran in order to say, oh, you know what? Well, we have something that, the Quran appeals to. Yeah, you can have it. And that's why you're proving the case of the Muslims. But when it comes to your own book, the Quran makes a case, or your own writings, let me don't say book, your writings, what you consider, the four Gospels or the books and all that you have, the Quran makes a claim. It's not entirely reliable. But
Okay.
you're insisting that, oh, you know what? Because there is something the Quran says is from Jesus, and it is
Okay.
written, and it is found in our books. Therefore, everything in our books must be from Jesus. It doesn't work that way.
Okay. Okay. I got you. So, Muhammad, can you prove the coming of your religion outside of your religion? Because your religion says that it is the final revelation of previous revelations, right? That means that it is in a succession of previous prophets and previous scriptures. We see all over the Quran says that it is an Abrahamic religion that is started with Adam. Can you prove that outside of your book?
Yes. Islam, Islam before
Okay,
the
how would you do that? How would you do that?
very, very simple. So it depends on what you define as Islam. The Sharia that came with the Prophet, this have to do with the practices and all that. They can change over time. So if you're actually thinking that, oh, it's the 5 prayers that summarizes the religion of Islam, no, it's not. When you're
No, I'm
talking of
talking about outside of your book. What scriptures? What would you use to verify that your religion was actually prophesied to come through a succession of other scriptures? Because as Muslims tell us, Islam didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It came and it have a history. How would you prove the history of your religion outside of your religion, not using your Quran, not using your hadiths, but think external of it?
yeah. So again, it's like you're repeating yourself, and you're making me
No,
to
I'm not.
repeat.
No, I'm
Yeah, this is
not.
what
This is a whole nother different question.
you're actually no. You're repeating. You're just rephrasing your questions. So you're actually repeating yourself
Look, well, can you give me
again.
something outside of Islam that proves that Islam was to come or was prophesied to come?
Yeah, so definitely. So if you go to the Bible, again, I will repeat my answer. You will find traces of divine messages, but not everything entirely is from divine source. So in other words, if I want to prove, that oh, this is a continuation, definitely I will rely, to an extent, to a certain extent. I will appeal to the Bible and say, oh, this is found here, or it actually correlates with what is found in the Quran, and therefore I accept it. I'm not telling you, we the Muslims actually, 100% reject the Bible. No, we are not rejecting it 100%. We are simply telling you that this is not entirely authoritative. That's all.
Okay. So, do you use corrupted scriptures or corrupted anything, sources within your own religion to verify anything within your own religion?
Yes, you
Like
can,
like
and
like
that
a hadith, like a hadith or
yes.
scriptures or anything that's within your own religions, the saying of the prophets. If it's not authentic, do you use it?
Yes. So the Bible has to be treated like we treat the Hadith. This is the only way
I'm
for
not
you
talking
to
about the hadiths though, Muhammad. I'm talking about things within your own religion. Do you use it?
so the Hadith is within my religion. So like, what
Right,
are you objecting?
right. Like if someone within that chain is, let's say, a liar or a thief or untrustworthy, do you still use that chain of narration to verify a sentence that came out of Muhammad's mouth? Or do you find authentic
So you first of all,
chains of narrations?
your question is wrong. Okay, your question is wrong. Once you prove that an author, sorry, a narrator is actually a liar, no, you don't rely on him. Okay, you do not rely on him. Now, this is why I'm telling you, when it comes to like the 4 gospels, the names that these 4 gospels are actually attributed to, can we say they were liars? Not necessarily. We do not. If they were disciples of Jesus and they were upright people and all that, we wouldn't cast doubt on their character. So it's not really about the people you attribute these books to. That's where the issue of the preservation comes in, the historicity of the writings. Were they really like John 3:16? Did Jesus really say this? Was it a later addition? Did earlier manuscripts contain, this John 3:16 as it is today? Are there interpolations, later additions? So these are all questions that will arise. Now, in terms of the hadith, you're asking, you have something corrupt in your religion that you actually appeal to. Well, yeah, we have Bukhari, for example. Even the Shia
No,
will
you're
not
a
even say
Shia.
they are
You're a
on.
Shia. You're a Shia. You don't use
Yeah,
Bacardi.
I am Shia. Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
don't use it.
about within your Shia religion.
Even
Within your Shia
even
religion.
within
Don't
even
not
within
Bacardi.
even within my Shia creed, it's not everything that appears in our hadith books we accept hook, line, and sinker. No, there's a lot of criticism. There's a lot of analysis that have to be done. And if we don't do it, and we just want to say, you know what, this writings speak in the name of the imams, and therefore, because they contain, the names of the imams, therefore we must accept them, we will be doing injustice to our religion.
Right.
We have
what
to
if this person is totally unknown?
If it is totally unknown, we don't accept it.
Exactly.
That's why you have a narration.
Muhammad.
That's why
Exactly.
that's why you have narrations called unknown. And
Exactly. Exactly. This is what I'm trying to demonstrate to you. You claim that the Bible authors are totally unknown. No one knows them. But you would still appeal to them to verify things that your religion was to come. Hold on. Don't start manifesting, because you're caught now. You're willing to rely, hold on. You're willing to rely upon these people, these unknown authors, these unknown people, on the ones that you don't even think wrote this Injil, to verify your own religion as it was to come. It's good enough they're good enough to verify Islam, but anyone in Islam that is not known, you don't accept. So now you're being hypocritical, and now you're breaking the chain to your own religion, because you don't know if Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John or even existed. But you're willing to go to them when it suits your purpose of saying that Islam and Muhammad was to come. You're trying to have your cake and eat it too, and that's not how it goes down over here, buddy. You're going to have to get your own Injil, figure out your own authors, and verify your religion through that. You can't use Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, because you don't use that within your own religion. You wouldn't accept anonymous people within your own religion. So don't come to my Bible and cherry pick off of these unknown authors just to suit your own narrative about your religion. Okay? So that's what you're going to have to do. The Bible is off limits to you because you don't know these authors.
Okay, so can I respond?
I don't know. Give it a shot.
So, first of all, I'm not verifying my religion using your Bible. No.
You just said you did.
No. Listen, your Bible serves as a historical document. That's all. Just like, for example, I can go to the Hindu scriptures, as I mentioned earlier on. I don't know who are the authors of the Hindu scriptures, but still, I can go to this book because I see traces of monotheism in the Hindu scriptures. I can say, you know what? In this book, there are certain things that actually agree with my religion. There are certain things that correlate with Islam. There are certain prophecies that apparently, judging from history, were fulfilled in Arabia, and the Hindu scriptures actually, confirm this. So if you have a historical document, I'm not using your Bible as an authority for my faith. To me, it has no authority whatsoever.
Okay, don't use my Bible. Okay, I got you, Muhammad. Don't use my Bible. Don't use my Bible then. Hold on. I got you. I know. I done heard this 1,000 times. Believe me, I done heard this 1,000 times. So verify your religion without using my Bible. Verify your religion without using Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, without using the Torah, without using the Zabur that we have in our Bible. Go get some scriptures that you deem authoritative to back up and support your religion. Get off the backs of the Christians, get off the backs of the unknown gospel authors to verify your own religion. You cutting your leg off and your knee, you cutting yourself off at the knees. You're cutting your nose off to save your face. You're being hypocritical just to verify your own religion. So what you're going to have to do, and all of the other Muslims around here, get off the backs of us to verify your religion and find some authentic scriptures that you find authoritative to prop up and stand up on your scriptures. Get off of our backs. We don't want it no more. We didn't heard this for what, 1400, 1600 years. The game is over with. It's tired. We don't want it no more. Go find you some authentic scriptures outside of your religion to say that Islam is to come. If you want to go use the Hindus, go use the Hindus. Don't use the Bible no more. Don't use it. It's unauthoritative and it's corrupt. It's anonymous authors. I appreciate you for coming up, brother, but I gotta go to work in like 4 hours. So, but I appreciate you for coming though. We can continue this discussion another time, brother. I might even come to your panel, so you won't think it's a one-sided thing.
That's fine. That's fine. You're welcome. But let me at least a minute. So again, this is like an emotional appeal that you're actually making here.
Nah, it's not emotional appeal. I'm just saying exactly what you told me. Whatever you told me, I'm using it.
It's an emotional appeal because it's even it's like blackmail, It's either you accept everything I give.
I'm blackmailing you. Come on, Muhammad. I'm blackmailing you. How?
You're actually blackmailing the Muslims. Okay,
I'm just telling them to get off our backs, get off our coattails. If they don't find our scriptures authoritative, just go get you some more.
It's either the Muslims accept everything that is found in the Bible, or you cannot point out, the fact.
You don't take half truth when you're in your own religion.
It's not about half truth. It's actually when we want to verify our religion, we can do that even without the Bible. So in other words, I don't.
Okay, don't do that. I insist you do that.
Exactly. So if I go, for example, if I go to the Quran, I see the prophecies, I see the miracles, I see the knowledge. I can actually accept the prophethood of the prophet.
Yeah. So you'll be using circular reasoning.
If a Hindu,
no. Okay. Hold on, Muhammad. Is Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob in the Hindu scriptures?
Exactly. So how does a Hindu
are they in the Hindu scriptures?
I'm not aware of that.
Okay, so do you say that you are Hindu religion, or do you say you're an Abrahamic religion?
We are an Abrahamic religion,
okay,
but
you don't. But nothing from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob survived to your religion without being corrupted or either half truths. So you can't even verify, or you can't even find that authoritative. Go to the Hindus and use the Hindus. Don't use the scriptures no more. Don't use the Christians. Don't use the Jews scriptures. Don't use none of that. Go use the Hindus and find your prophet in their scriptures. Okay, you said you can do it. Go find them. Don't even mention Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob no more, because you have no lineage back to them. You have no link back to them.
If you want us to leave your scriptures, you have to say please. Say please.
Please leave them alone. Please. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you, Muhammad. All right, brother. God bless you, man.
Hey, man, that was an amazing conversation. Like I said, Rafa, it's always good hearing from you, man. Salam al-Masih. I do have to admit that my brother Word slapped the Shia out of you in that comment. But so are you gonna shut down now, Word?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out here, and unless somebody want to come up, some of my brothers want to come up. Just if not, then I'm gonna just get out of here, man. But yeah, you see how he just was they can't do it, bro. They can't do it. They need our scriptures, whether they like it or not. They need our scriptures. Stop piggybacking off of us now. We're not authoritative to you. You can't use none of it. Go to the Hindus. Go to the Hindus. You want to find Muhammad? Find him in the Hindu scriptures. You say you can. Go do it. I don't want to hear about this Injil, this mysterious Injil, and the anonymous gospel authors that you want to use and pick and choose when you want to use them. It's not how we get down over here, bro. What's up, DJ
Yeah,
Troll?
that's right.
What's up,
What's going
DJ
on,
Troll?
brother?
Salam
Good to see you
alaikum,
guys.
brother. Hey, but to
See.
be fair, I've been saying for years that I, as a Christian, I've actually found Muhammad described in our New Testament. You can only find it in the KJV, but it's or matter of fact, the KJV and the new KJV. It's 2 Peter 2:16, right? You'll find the description of the Prophet Muhammad right there in our scriptures. I have found.
What's up, DJ?
Man, word, I didn't know you lay down weapons like that. That was kind of messed up, man. You out here blackmailing Muslims? Confirmed.
Yeah, he said we
It
black. I was
is
blackmailing them, man.
confirmed.
He
Man,
said, "Well, I gotta believe all of your scriptures." Yeah, you do.
yeah,
I'm
you do.
sorry. I'm
That's what the
sorry.
that's what the
Either
Quran
believe
says.
them all or don't. You know what
Soldier
I'm
was
saying?
down. Soldier was down there in the audience like the cup man in Rocky's corner. Throw the towel.
Man, that was hilarious. You know, I was listening on it, and after he avoided our scriptures for so long, he never wanted to admit it. No, you guys have the wrong scripture. You don't know who wrote them. And when he finally got around to reading 7:157, he's like, okay, who wrote it? Who wrote it? Who wrote
Yeah,
it?
but that's what we
And
asking you.
yep. And I was just, and then he was like, he started mentioning the Comforter in our scriptures. Like, whoa. Why you need to
Yeah,
come to our scriptures? And it just reminds me of like that Thanos quote when he's like, run from it, hide from it. Or where does it bring you? Back to me.
back to me.
I just wanted to
Back to
come
the
up.
Bible.
Well, the reason I bit on the four gospel comment that he made earlier is because earlier in the conversation, before we had gotten to that point, he had asked, oh well, when something reaches the level of mutawatir, if you know what that is, which we all know, and then later on in the conversation, he had a problem. Why is there four gospels? Hold on, that just strengthens the case of the gospel according to
Yeah,
the claim that you made earlier.
that's why I then asked him, well, how you going to verify your religion outside of your religion? That broken chain argument, they can't get over it, bro. They can't.
Yeah, I just wanted to come up really quick. I know I said I wasn't going to come. I was going to be done. The only reason why I left earlier, I was like, it's really no point in me even saying nothing no more. I mean, this word got this boy in a headlock, bruh. He ain't going. He not going nowhere. Word had
I
that
didn't
man
want
in the
him. I didn't
corner.
want him to come up here thinking he was doing something, man. I didn't.
Word
I
had
didn't
that
want to get
man.
him.
Y'all ever seen Ip Man with
Yes.
Donnie Yen?
Yes.
Bro, that signature move where he be getting on the ground, he be punching him like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing to Muhammad, bro. I felt so bad for
Bro.
bro. I ain't never seen Word act
Man.
like that.
You know what it reminded me of? It was like when he started saying, "Y'all are you are blackmailing Muslims." Word. It reminded me of Issa Dawah when Avery debated him, and Issa was like, "Dude, you're trying to bully me, man. Why are you trying to bully me?"
Yeah,
That was
I
hilarious.
wasn't. I wasn't about to let that man get up off this stage with thinking he doing something, bro. No.
Did you see that one word where when Avery debated or had a discussion, wasn't even, you
Mm-hmm.
can't really consider it a debate, and Issa brings up a subject, Avery explains it to him, and he's like, "Why are you bullying me?"
They be acting like hostages in scary movies, bro. When you finally get the hostage in that one corner, you take the blindfold off, they finally see you, they be like, why are you doing this?
Doing this.
Hey, yo, Danny, Study gonna be so mad, bro.